All right, hey guys, here with a quick tip from ERIC MEICHTRY at Rancho California in Murrieta. Show me like what we were just talking about. It's like, what does so many golfers do in that first 18 inches of the takeaway?
A lot of times this left arm will get away from underneath the shoulder. So it'll get active getting off the plane, or not too often will it get too sucked under. But we want to keep this left arm underneath that shoulder, and as I turn away, it's still there. And we'll see this a lot. It'll go off, and then this will roll this way, so we're way out here, the hands are off plane, the face is too rolled, and then it goes up, and then we're working off the plane this way. So
you're talking about the left arm comes high and the club head goes low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're off plane, we intersect the plane, now we're on it, and then what do we do from here is we go this way to try to seek the plane again, then we intersect it again. So we can just be hanging here, and we can just get the shoulders turning away with the pivot as the wrist conditions start to move up this way, and that right arm starts to bend. Everything just arrives up the plane in sync together. It can stop anywhere on the plane and change directions. If I want to hit a pitching wedge 80 yards, I can just get it up to here and come back down. But if I have this arm off and this rolled, I can't stop here. It's still in assembly mode, and it's completed when it gets way up here. Now I've got too much energy in this head to hit a pitching wedge 80 yards.
Yeah, so you got to decel, and you'll probably fat it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for the golfer that has that problem, which is a lot of people, what is the best way that you've found to get people for that they could do, maybe even at home, that they can get to do to actually make that change?
Yeah, just get a aiming stick, get set up to it, all the lines pretty square to it. When we're getting this club to go back, just feel this arm fairly passive in terms of the direction it's going, and it'll ride up here, and when I arrive horizontal with the ground, I'm parallel with that plane line, and this shaft is on top of this left arm riding here, so this left arm is like a big lever coming off the shoulder.
Yeah. And
it just rides up, so it doesn't get too active out here, and then I end up out here and in here. So at home, we can get on a carpet line, a tile line, anything, just getting a club, a little tiny checkpoint there when we're horizontal.
So from your eyes, you're seeing that this is parallel to that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the wrists start to hinge a little here and bend a little here as we're going up. That right arm bending starts to bring it up the plane. As that's turning in, everything's arriving up on plane. It can stop anywhere. I stop, it comes back down here. Let's go, and I just keep working that way. So everything stays on a pretty good plane, and there's less moving parts. So I don't have to make compensations to get it back on plane to find bottom. I can just stay in motion, let it ride up and ride back down.
So talk a little bit about retraining that kind of motor pattern and expectations for people to when they can start. Like how difficult of a process is it to retrain that first takeaway?
It took me a year, but I was playing full time, and we've talked about it in the past. I used to go really underneath and shut this way, so I'd be back here, I'd come up and over this way and go like this. So it's just doing it over and over and understanding the blueprint you're trying to put together with it, and putting the reps in and looking at it, and then feeling the weight of this club. And you can even take this over here, and you can feel it kind of heavy. Then you go here and you go over here, you feel it kind of heavy. So sensing where this club is on plane on top of that arm and doing it over and over. So what I get my students to do is go up slow and stop and hit shots with it. So with no expectations or attachment to performance, just with learning. Because if we do all this and we try to hit a shot and get something, it's going to go back to what you're comfortable doing. So we're going to top it, shank it in the beginning, but we are going to hit a couple good ones that we can use for feedback.
And just see that they're parallel.
Yeah, see that they're parallel. Yeah.
Then what were you saying about how you get students to then only go to a certain spot?
Yeah, just we can call it halfway. You know, going up just past where it's horizontal with the ground. So it's just getting a sense of where that plane is and how to get on it.
About there?
Yeah, about
and
there.
Try to hit a ball from here?
Yeah, then hit a ball from there. So you go up slow, you stop. And remember a couple years ago, the kids were doing the mannequin challenge on social media? That's what I call it, where everybody freezes. That's what we want the transition in this drill to be, where everything zeroes out. Otherwise, if there's some part still in motion, it'll go back to what
you don't have to try to like see how far you can hit it.
Oh no, it's gonna go maybe 15 yards in the air. So we're not after speed, we're after a sense of the plane and the transition. Fine.
I always overdo it. That was double what it should have been.
It's hard to stop there. No, it's very good. Yeah.
See if you agree with this, Eric, because I think sometimes with drills, people think that they're going to do them for a while, they're going to get better, they're going to fix it, and then they're going to move on to something else. But something that I heard Sean Green say that he got from Alex Rodriguez, both baseball players, was that both of them said they had to hit balls off a tee every day because they felt like that was their vitamins, and if they didn't take those as their vitamins, they would get sick. So just talk about like the maintenance that golfers have to do to make sure their swings don't get sick, and what some of those things might be maybe for you.
This drill.
Oh, this is something that's a vitamin for you, so to speak.
Yeah. So when I do this with my students that I've been with a year or two, I never say, hey, we're going to go back to that drill. I said we're gonna keep doing that drill because it's valuable.
Right.
So it's this again? No, it's not that. We're still building it.
And sometimes people might think like this drill is for beginners, or this drill is for hackers. I don't need this. I need something extremely fancy.
Yeah. No, it's simple. Simple drill. We keep going to it. Coaching soccer, some of the flaws that I see with the coaching system is that we get into drills with the kids, but we don't do them long enough and often enough, and we get on to something else. So I'm like, oh, we could stay on this simple thing for 45 minutes. And sure, the kids get a little bit bored, but putting the reps in and building those neuron highways so the muscles get the proper action when we see stimuli, it takes those reps. Otherwise, we get just part of it, and then we move on to something else, and it's not quite built yet. So we always go back to the simple things, or go forward to the simple things, so we can keep building them stronger, so it's going to be what it's going to be.
Okay, for the last part of the video grab, we have one of those balls over there. So I want you to just do this drill as if you're in your living room, and then hit a full swing shot, bringing those same feels over to your full swing shot.
So do a small?
Yeah. So you're just following the line and making sure it's parallel, right?
Yeah.
So as if you're somebody's watching TV and you're standing in the background just doing this at home.
Right.
And then go and hit a shot. So let me see how you do the drill here first.
So I'll do the drill. I'll get set. I'll go slow. So it's just getting it assembled, stopping, allowing this to fall down like we've talked in the past. This turns, and I didn't swing very hard, but I got a lot of I got a lot at the bottom.
Yeah.
So it's allowing it to spin down there. So for me, the important part is getting it assembled so I don't have to make any compensations from here or from here to find that ball. It's getting it assembled, allowing it to change, and this turns, brings my impact there. So they're going up to the full.
Nice. Thanks for watching. If you guys are interested, Eric is giving golf lessons out here now while he's pursuing the Champions Tour. How long until 50?
July 17th.
So maybe we'll throw a big Be Better Golf birthday party.
Perfect.
That would be fun out here. So Eric's, you can text message him in the link to the description of this video, and check that out. Thanks, Eric.
Great. Thanks, guys.
Later. Well, that's going to happen. It's called the Be Better Golf Birthday Open. It's an event happening on the Kaizen Prep Tour at Recreation Park Golf Course. All the details aren't solid yet, but consider this a save the date because it is going to happen. August 23rd in the afternoon. I think it'll start around 1:45 or 2 p.m. And a lot of people are coming. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. And it's all being organized by Dave Heinen and the people at the Kaizen Prep Tour. So it's really going to be exciting. It's for all ages, all ability levels. There'll be prizes to be won and a whole lot of fun and a nice meetup afterwards. I think it'll be a cool afternoon. So consider this like a save the date. I'll do like more of an official thing. You can check out the link in the description below where you can register. See you later. Bye.